Hey friends, welcome back. I'm Casey. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining me. We're going to do a quick, gentle morning wake up flow. So let's get started in child's pose. Just give yourself a little bit of time to settle in. If you're doing this first thing in the morning, you might find child's pose in bed for a little while before you even get out of bed. I like to start my day that way sometimes when I can remember it or when I don't wake up to a crying baby. So wherever you are, just start to notice your breath. Notice the pace of your breath, the quality of your breath. And if this is your first child's pose of the day, you might feel a nice stretch through your low back, through your shoulders. And on your next breath, just start to crawl your fingertips as close to the top of your mat as you can. Find as much length through the back of your body as you can, as much space through your ribs as you can. And on your next breath, come up to your hands and knees and then come all the way forward to your belly. And so when you get there, tee out your arms. Bend your left knee and then just step your left foot behind your right leg. Come up onto your left fingertips. You can rest the right side of your face, your temple to the mat. Come back through center, switch sides. And come back through center. And press up to your hands and knees. Find table. Just take a few rounds of cat-cow when you get there. Some linear movements to start through your spine. And then you might start to find some lateral movements. Let your hips sway side to side. Gaze might go back toward your hip. And maybe you start to circle through your torso. And take a couple more breaths. And then tuck your toes. Lift your knees just half an inch off the mat. So see how low you can keep your knees without letting them touch. And then can you come back to cat-cow? Maybe find some circles through your torso. And then send your hips high, downward facing dog. And pedal out through your heels. Just let your weight shift from one hip to the other. Step your feet out about hips width apart. And then just send both of your heels to the right. You can put a little bend in your knees. Stretch through your left waist. Come back through center, switch sides. Heels go to the left. Little bend. Come back through center. On your inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale, press back down dog. Roll forward on your inhale. Down dog on your exhale. Inhale, drift to plank. You can lower down in your way. Maybe your knees touch. Chaturanga. Heart lifts on your inhale. Downward facing on your exhale. Right leg goes high. Bend your knees, stack your hips. You can find some hip circles. Just breathe some space through your right hip. And then pull your knee to your nose. Step between your palms. Climb up to your fingertips and then just shine your heart forward. Almost like a little upper back bend. Hips can sink. And then pull your legs straight, pyramid pose. Blocks under your hands are perfect here. Pull your heart forward on your inhale. And then send your hips high, pull your legs straight on your exhale. Just move back and forth with your breath. Next time you pull your legs straight, pause there. Turn all 10 toes to the left edge of your mat and then walk your hands between your feet. Your fingertips might crawl through your legs. Wherever you are, just breathe some space to the backs of your thighs, your inner thighs. And then on your next breath, walk your hands towards your left foot. Find Skandasana. So deep bend in your left knee. Right toes can flex to the sky. Left toes just come out at a 45-degree angle. So on your next breath, think warrior two on your right leg. So we bend the right knee. Left toes can turn forward a tiny bit. See if you can sink a little deeper. And then right palm flips open, reach back, reverse. Hands windmill down inside your right foot. Unplug your back heel, lizard lunge. So your right toes can heel toe out to the right a little bit. You can keep pressing into your palms. Maybe you lower your forearms to the mat. Maybe you catch the top of your left foot with your right hand. You've got your back foot, gently release. Step back to plank. Optional vinyasa. Brings you back to downward facing dog. Left leg goes high. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Find those hip circles. Just make sure you move in both directions with your circles. And then pull your knee to your nose, step between your palms. Climb up to your fingertips, let your heart shine forward. The hips can sink a little deeper here. Just breathe some space into the front of your right thigh. And then pull your legs straight. And even if your left knee is a little bent in pyramid pose, that's perfect. Couple more times. Just move with your own breath. Anytime we move in the morning, you just want to be really in tune with how you're feeling, your energy level, what you need. Move at your own pace. And then turn your toes to the right edge of your mat. Hands crawl between your feet. Maybe your hands walk through your legs. Can you think about shifting the weight into the balls of your feet so your hips stay in line with your heels? Your next breath, walk your hands towards your right foot. Toes turn toward the back corner of your mat, so like a 45-degree angle. And then sink as low into your right knee as you want. And then on your next breath, think warrior two. Left toes go to the top of your mat. Right toes pivot forward just a tiny bit. Breathe wherever you are. Left palm flips open, reverse your warrior. Breathe into your left waist. Take a breath. Hands windmill down inside your left foot. Back heel unplugs. And then whatever variation of lizard lunge you need. You can keep pressing into your palms. Forearms might drop to a block or the mat. Maybe left hand catches the top of your right foot. Gently release what you've got. Press to your palms, step back to plank. Optional vinyasa brings you to downward facing dog. Right leg goes high. Bring it forward for pigeon. You can also find figure four on your back. Whatever you need. You can stay lifted, maybe lower down. Slowly press back to your palms. Sweep your left leg forward. So plant your left foot on the outer edge of your right thigh. And then right arm goes high. Right elbow hooks on the outer edge of your left knee. Find a twist. Left fingertips plant behind your low back. Gaze might go over your left shoulder. Release what you've got. You can find a counter twist. Think cat pose in your upper back. Then gently release. Come back through pigeon, plant your palms. Up to down dog, left leg goes high. Bring it forward, pigeon pose. Can stay lifted, maybe lower down. Slowly press back up. Sweep your right leg forward, foot plants on the outer edge of your left thigh. You can just find a supine twist on your back if you're in figure 4 on your back. Gently release what you've got. Find that counter twist. Just breathe some space into your back body. Come back. Right leg sweeps back. Plant your palms. Downward facing. Lower your knees. Cross one ankle over the other. Sit behind your heels. And then lower all the way down to your back. When you get there, bend your knees, plant your feet. Pull your heels in towards your sit bones. Root your arms down by your sides and lift your hips. Bridge. Last breath in. Slowly lower down. Pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. And then let everything go. Sprawl open. Shavasana. Find whatever shape your body needs. You might find legs up the wall. But wherever you are, just give yourself permission to soften. You take as much time as you need in Shavasana. There's no rush to leave where you are. But wherever you are, thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you have a beautiful afternoon, and I will see you next time. Namaste.